Ever notice how the smartest people in the room rarely look like they're trying to prove they're smart? That's because real intelligence is quiet. It's not about using big words, acting superior, or trying to dominate every conversation. In fact, some of the most intelligent people you'll ever meet seem completely normal at first. But if you pay attention to their habits, reactions, and mindset, you start noticing something different. They move carefully. They think before they react. And most importantly, there are certain things they simply never do. The scary part is that most people do these things every single day without realizing how much damage it causes to their life, confidence, relationships, and future. So if you want to think smarter, avoid unnecessary mistakes and separate yourself from average thinking. Here are 5 things highly intelligent people never do. The first thing highly intelligent people never do is argue just to win. Most people don't actually listen during conversations. They wait for their turn to speak. The second someone disagrees with them, their ego gets involved and suddenly the conversation becomes a battle. They interrupt, raise their voice, bring up random points, and desperately try to prove they're right. But highly intelligent people understand something important. Winning an argument means nothing if you lose respect, peace, or relationships in the process. Smart people are not obsessed with protecting their ego. They are obsessed with understanding the truth. That's why intelligent people ask questions instead of instantly attacking opinions. They can admit when they're wrong. They can change their mind without feeling weak. And honestly, that's rare today. Most people would rather defend a bad opinion forever than admit they learned something new. But intelligence requires flexibility. If your mind cannot change, your mind cannot grow. That's why the smartest people often say things like, "I never thought about it like that," or "You might actually be right." They care more about growth than pride. The second thing highly intelligent people never do is depend on constant validation. This generation is addicted to approval. People post for attention, change their personality to fit in, and constantly worry about what everyone thinks about them. Some people can't even make simple decisions without asking for opinions from 5 different people first. But intelligent people understand something dangerous. When your happiness depends on approval, your life becomes controlled by strangers. That's why highly intelligent people are comfortable being misunderstood. They don't waste energy trying to explain themselves to everybody. They know that no matter what you do, some people will support you and some people will judge you anyway. So instead of chasing attention, they focus on building real confidence privately. And real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to announce itself every 5 minutes. Smart people don't constantly flex, seek praise, or try to prove their worth online every second. They let their actions speak for them. Ironically, the less desperate someone is for validation, the more respect they usually gain from others. The third thing highly intelligent people never do is react emotionally too fast. Most people today are controlled by emotions. One rude comment ruins their entire mood. One bad day turns into a breakdown. One criticism suddenly makes them doubt themselves completely. But highly intelligent people pause before reacting. They understand that emotions are temporary, but decisions can create permanent consequences. That small gap between feeling something and reacting to it is where intelligence shows up. Smart people don't allow anger, stress, or ego to make decisions for them. Instead of exploding instantly, they step back and think clearly. They ask themselves questions like, "Will this matter next week?" Or, "Is this even worth my energy?" Most of the time, the answer is no. That's why intelligent people avoid unnecessary drama. They know not every comment deserves a response and not every situation deserves their attention. In a world where everyone reacts instantly, the ability to stay calm is a superpower. The fourth thing highly intelligent people never do is pretend to know everything. One of the biggest signs of low intelligence is acting like you already know it all. Ironically, the people who know the least are often the loudest and most confident. Meanwhile, truly intelligent people constantly admit when they don't know something. They ask questions. They stay curious. They say things like, "I need to learn more about that," or "Explain that to me." Why? Because the smarter you become, the more you realize how massive the world actually is. Intelligent people understand that growth stops the moment curiosity dies. Pretending to know everything might protect your ego temporarily, but it destroys learning completely. Smart people are never embarrassed to be students. Even after becoming successful, they continue learning, adapting, and improving because they know knowledge never ends. And finally, highly intelligent people never waste their life trying to impress everyone. Most people are performing all the time. Fake confidence, fake lifestyles, fake opinions. Everything is designed to impress people who honestly do not care that much. But intelligent people understand that attention is temporary and approval changes constantly. Today, people praise you, tomorrow they criticize you. So chasing universal approval becomes exhausting. That's why smart people focus on building real skills, real peace, real discipline, and real freedom instead of trying to look important. While others are trying to appear successful online, intelligent people quietly work on becoming successful in real life. And the moment someone stops living for other people's opinions, they become mentally stronger, more focused, and far more dangerous. Because now their energy is no longer wasted trying to impress the crowd. So, after hearing all 5, ask yourself this: which habit do you see the most in people today? And more importantly, which one do you still see in yourself?